Good morning, Hojo staff, students, and families. It's time to start our day. So let's all stand. Reach up. If you have a hat or a hood, take it off. Place your right hand over your heart. Bodies are still. Voices are off. And we recite the Pledge of Allegiance together. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday to you. So today marks the first day of using our online app. So hopefully everybody is able to access, if you're kindergarten, first grade, Class Dojo, if you are second grade and up, through Edmodo. If you're not able to access those, then you may come to the school and pick up a packet of materials to do some work. And if you are not able to do that, please contact me and I will make sure you get your work so that we can all stay on task and not skip a beat, so that when we come back in the fall, we're ready to go. So for music this week, something a little different. Mrs. Neff has posted a new selection for us on the YouTube page. So if you go to YouTube, to Hojo Academy, Mrs. Neff has posted that for you, and I believe if you go into Edmodo, you can see the link is right there and you can click to it. But if you don't have Edmodo because you're kindergarten, first grade, go straight to YouTube, to Hojo Academy, and you can hear the next selection. And so tomorrow I'll have a brief a piece of it so that you can hear it again. So listen to it today, and then we'll have that piece, and then we'll have another piece as a review. So today, go to Mrs. Neff's posting on YouTube for the new music for the week. For art, if you can see behind me, slide this over. Whoop. How about that? Beautiful picture. Very popular picture. Does anyone remember the name of this piece of art? What is the name of it? And there's a clue as to what it is by looking at the picture itself. It describes it. Something in the water. Do you remember? It's water lilies. That's right, if you got that correct. And who painted water lilies? Do you remember? He's from France. Claude Monet. Did you get that? It's been a while since we've practiced this one, so good job if you got Claude Monet. If you didn't, that's okay. Next time you'll get it. For our poem today, I have a selection from the 4th grade list of poems. So if you're a 4th grader, perhaps you've already memorized this one, or a 5th grader who was a 4th grader last year who memorized it. And it's called Afternoon on a Hill by Edna St. Vincent Millay. I will be the gladdest thing under the sun. I will touch 100 flowers and pick not one. I will look at cliffs and clouds with quiet eyes, watch the wind bow down the grass and the grass rise. And when lights begin to show up from the town, I will mark which must be mine and then start down. So, have you ever been someplace when you looked around and just enjoyed where you were and looked at how beautiful things were? And so the author is telling us about how you can just lay on the ground and look around at the beautiful flowers. You don't have to pick them. You can just enjoy them right where they are and see all the things that surround us and just enjoy that time. Because right now, we're used to being so busy. Everybody's going places and doing things and in activities. And right now, we're at home. And so learning how to be quiet and still and enjoy the things around us, the beautiful things that surround us. That's going to be an important lesson for this time period in our lives. So we've been talking about the Declaration of Independence, which was ratified when? July 4, 1776, and it was written by our third president, who was, that's right, Thomas Jefferson. Who was the first president? George Washington, second president. John Adams, third president. Thomas Jefferson. All right, we'll go back to our presidents pretty soon too. So we've talked about the Declaration of Independence, and we've talked a lot about why the Founding Fathers decided that we needed to break from England and that we needed to have our own country because we have certain unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it's our belief that all men are created equal. There aren't some people who are just destined to be a king, that all humans have the capacity to self-govern, not to be governed by somebody else or a king. And so we've talked a lot about how we needed to secure our safety and happiness as colonists and to create this new country. But the next line of the Declaration of Independence, which we've already learned, starts with the word prudence. Who can remember what the word prudence means? Did you say wisdom? So wisdom and understanding the world as we know it indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, right? Governments that have been long established, such as the country of England, long established at that point, when we were breaking away, should not be changed for light and transient causes. Not on a whim. Not every time something goes wrong do we have to think that we have to change our whole government. And experience has shown that mankind are more likely to suffer as long as they can, right? Suffer as long as, suffer the evils, are more disposed to suffer the evils while they are sufferable, while they are able to handle it. They will more likely suffer than to right themselves by changing the systems that they're used to. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce us under absolute despotism, right? To remember, reduce, that math term, right? What does it mean to reduce? To make it smaller, to make us smaller. So humans are not designed to be reduced. We're designed to thrive. And so if we have an absolute despot, a king who's trying to make us a dictator who's telling us what we can and cannot do and taking away our rights, it reduces us. And so if we're in a situation where we are being reduced under absolute despotism, not only is it our right, but it is our duty to throw off that government and to provide new guards for our future security, for our future generations, right? So that's the next section of the Declaration of Independence. So let's do the Declaration of Independence up to that point. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected us with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute a new government, laying its foundations in such principles, and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience has shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce us under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Nice job, everybody. We're almost to the last section of that. Okay, we'll do some more tomorrow. No birthdays today. So some additional announcements are that you can still come pick up your breakfast and lunch from 9:30 to 12:30, and also you can stop by the school to pick up any books that you may have left here, or to pick up some packets if you're not able to access Edmodo, or if there are some other things that your teacher has provided you that you would like to come pick up. You may do so from 9:30 to 12:30. You don't even need to get out of your car, just pull on up to the school, and we have people here set up to bring you your things. And so for the readathon, I thought today, since we've been kind of steady with the classes that have been in the lead and the students who have been in the lead, so I thought today it might be a good idea to announce from each class the student who posted the most minutes of reading on Friday. So the student who posted the most minutes on Friday from each class. So in kindergarten, it was Ava. In first grade, Reese. In second grade, Christian. In third grade, Shelby. In fourth grade, Taylor. In fifth grade, Jordan. And sixth grade, Cabrin. Nice job, everybody, for posting those minutes. And so I hope I can announce tomorrow a whole new set of people who posted the most minutes on the readathon for today. So we talked about changing some prizes around, because right now the readathon would have been over if we had come back to school, but since it helps us track to see how many people are reading, we're going to keep that going. And so we're going to come up with a new level of prizes. And so from what I can figure out, if we had the readathon go all the way to May 22nd, which would have been our last day of school this year, everybody should have probably about 2,500 minutes logged if you read 30 minutes a day. So if you read 1,500 minutes, that's just the basic, only Monday through Friday and only reading 30 minutes a day, we're going to still give you a prize, and that will be a patriotic pencil and eraser. If you do 3,000 minutes, then we're going to give you an art kit or a science kit. Maybe not this one exactly, but something similar to this. A little kit that helps you have an activity to do at home, either art or science. So I showed you the cinch bag. If you have 5,000 minutes, you'll get the cinch bag. 7,000 minutes, you get the decal for your car window. 10,000 minutes, you will get the Hoja Wolves t-shirt, or a different t-shirt, depending on how many we have of the Wolves t-shirt. First come, first served with that. And then 12,000 minutes, you would get a tablet. And then our top 5 readers will get a special prize for them. But we do have 2 students who've already earned all of those prizes, and we're still only in April. So keep up the good work, everybody. If I have to get another level of prizes at the end, if everybody's getting 12,000 minutes, great, and we'll get another level of prizes. So right now, remember to do your work, do your reading, post your minutes, stay home, keep everybody safe by washing your hands and keeping your hands away from your face. Be kind. Sometimes when people are kept at home for a long period of time, people can get frustrated and impatient with each other. So make sure that you are being kind and compassionate and do exactly what the directions that your parents give you. Don't argue with them. Make sure you're helping around the house, and we'll get through this time together. That's all we have for today. So let's say our student pledge. I will do the good, I will learn the true, and I will love the beautiful. And I hope you have a great day.